right, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. It is June 2nd, 2016. Another beautiful day. There is rain in today's forecast. Let me tell you about that. Good morning, Robin. How are you over there?
I am good.
Oh,
How
good.
are you, Larry?
So good. I'm so
Good,
good.
I'm glad.
So good.
I'm glad.
70 degrees right now, and temperatures today expected to climb into the lower 90s. Woo-hoo, it's summertime, Robin.
Wonderful.
Not really officially yet, but anyway, partly cloudy, sunshine and clouds mixed, a 20% chance of rain, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. There you go.
That's right.
Wind from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that's only important if you're flying a kite, I think, or letting a balloon go somewhere.
Gosh.
Or I guess if you're blowing bubbles, you might want to know, hey, which direction will the bubbles float?
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine that being your worry of the morning? Oh, my gosh, I hope the bubbles float the right way.
Wow. Wouldn't that be something? Gosh.
All right, 7:35 until 8 o'clock, we will open up the phone lines and our ideas. And, well, we talk about the news is what we do. We don't really have ideas. We talk about the news. We offer opinions. It's what it is, and it's your opinion as well. We invite you to call in and express your thoughts. The number is, as always, 622-9622. Don't call now.
No,
Because we just don't have time this moment, but we will have at 7:35. Robert Berman will be on at 8:20. We'll have a short visit with Galen this morning. I know Galen hates when we do that, but
yeah,
got to do it. Robert Berman is the president and CEO of ITIS Corporation, and he's coming on to talk to us about a cancer campaign. The National Cancer Survivors Day is Sunday. Mm-hmm. And he wants to talk to us about a Let's Get Crackin' Against Cancer campaign. I don't know if this is the one that Vice President Joe Biden is kind of partially responsible for kicking off, but maybe there's a connection, and that doesn't really matter. If we can defeat cancer, then we will thank every doctor, every nurse, every politician, everybody who made a difference in that direction.
Exactly.
8:35 is when we turn off our opinion and simply read the news. We keep it short, and we get between 25 and 30 stories into that segment. So if you're a news junkie and you're trying to wean yourself away from being a news junkie, this is your fix. This is your fix. This is what I would listen to. I learned a long time ago, don't be a news junkie. Don't listen to it all day long, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's kind of hard, so you get your little fix. It's like you go from a 20 cup of coffee a day guy to a 1 cup of coffee a day person. You know?
Exactly.
Veterans news today. Hank Whittier, from what I understand, will not be able to be here, and Joe Martone will be sitting in the captain's seat today on Veterans news. So looking forward to Joe Martone and the vets who will join him during that half hour. 9:35, Ward Larson is a former U.S. Air Force fighter pilot. Speaking of veterans, he flew more than 20 missions in Operation Desert Storm. He's written a book called Assassin's Silence, and so looking forward to having him on to talk to us about what he has done to serve us, and also his work as an author now.
Yes,
which is not too bad. He's got an Amber Entertainment deal to make a major motion picture out of one of his books called The Perfect Assassin.
Yep,
right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Audrey Rowe is coming out at 10:05. Audrey is the United States Department of Agriculture Administrator for Food and Nutrition. Steve Cox will be on with Audrey. The two are speaking to us about summer meal programs for children.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an important thing. It's a short interview, so they just want to give us some maybe some websites or something. Shannon Cook at 10:20. Shannon is the Spotify Trends expert. I love this lady.
Yeah, she's so great.
It's a fun conversation, and she talks to us about the music that's online. She's an entertainment reporter.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Going to tell us which songs and artists are showing signs of being red hot this summer.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Summertime hits. The summertime hits from when I was a teenager are still in my brain. Mm-hmm. I can still hear them if I want to think that way. Michael Hart, also known as Michael Kajowski. Is that his real name?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Michael Hart is his stage name.
I'm not sure.
He's a singer and a songwriter. Oh, and I gotta get his CD in here. Unless I've already done that, I can't remember. But he'll be in here. He'll be in the studio. He's a local recording artist and singer-songwriter, and he will be talking about his music. He's got a song called Her First Soldier.
That's right.
Her First Soldier.
He wrote it for his son, from what we understand.
The next guest this morning is Jolene Hetzler, a registered nurse and an oncology patient navigator for Ocala Health, coming on to speak to us from Ocala Health. One of our friends from over there will probably be with her. Lauren Debick.
Yes.
We met for the first time. Really pretty lady. Leah Caruso, beautiful woman. Suzanne Santangelo.
Yep.
Also another beautiful woman. I don't want to leave anybody out. Robin, when you start dropping beautiful compliments, you got to spread it evenly.
Exactly.
It's a man's lesson. You learn this, men. Men learn this.
Well, you're not lying because they're all three beautiful. They're all gorgeous inside and out,
I know. Fun with Joe at 11:35. The game today is, are you smarter than a University of Tennessee student?
Ooh, okay.
85% of the students that took this quiz at the University of Tennessee got an 85% score or higher.
Okay,
I know
excellent.
Joe doesn't believe that, but it's the truth. That's the way it is. And then when Galen Uneld is on, we haven't really asked Galen his opinion about the gorilla Harambe.
No.
And that whole story. So I want to ask his opinion, but I also want to bring, because I don't want to keep it totally serious, the whole thing, but I just want to hear his thoughts on that. And I have some thoughts from a lady, by the way, who is a former zookeeper up in Tallahassee.
Oh, cool.
And she's expressed her thoughts on the gorilla death. I'm sure you all know the story. Harambe, the little boy fell into the enclosure, and
yep.
Anyway, the little boy's safe. The little boy's all good, and the gorilla's dead. It's just
his mom wasn't watching him.
one of those, and that's in the news too. But anyway, so after we get Galen's thoughts on that, I have another topic sort of similar. It's other deaths that probably ruined your childhood, but these are fictional. Fictional deaths that may have ruined your childhood.
Gosh. That's right.
Fictional death that just may have devastated you, at least when you were watching the movie or read the book in one case.
Oh,
Most of them are movies. No, I think, well, I'll just go ahead and tell you. Old Yeller was a movie also, wasn't it?
I cried and cried and cried.
Book or movie you cried at?
Huh?
Did you cry after reading the book or watching the movie?
Both.
Oh, both, okay.
Both. And then when it was on TV again, it was starting to get to that part, I turn it off. I can't do that. And in the books too, if I start crying, I shut the book and kind of put it away for later.
Oh, really? Why read it at all? Okay.
Well, you have to read books. You have to read stories and find out how it ends. But I mean, you got emotion.
But if you already know it, why read it again? If you already know how it ends.
Yeah, but when you're reading it the first time, all of a sudden you start to cry.
Oh, yeah,
first
time.
You close the book and
I see what you
put it down for a little bit, and then you come back and you're prepared for whatever happens next.
Today, Robin, is National Rotisserie Chicken Day.
Ooh, I love that. I love that.
It's also National Rocky Road Day.
Ooh, I love that too. That ice cream is fabulous.
It's really good. It's also National Leave the Office Early Day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it time?
No, you can't do it. Not here. Not us. And it's National Bubba Day. If you have somebody in your family that you call Bubba.
You do.
I do have somebody in my family that we call Bubba. I think he grew out of it, though. I think he decided, you know what? I'm William. I'm not Bubba.
Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, you're right. We do.
Yeah.
I had a cousin that we used to call Bunny. And she grew out of that. She said, you know what? I'm not Bunny anymore. I'm Claire. Call me by my real name. I had a neighbor we called Pixie, and same thing happened with her. Her real name was Margaret, and she switched to Maggie. She wants to be called Maggie.
Oh,
it's so hard. But isn't it hard when you call somebody something all of their life?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like, hello.
Exactly.
Hello. Why'd you change your name?
I know. But sometimes, you have pet names for
So you went to see the play last night,
yes.
Sister Act.
Yes.
How was it?
It was absolutely fabulous. It's really something you got to see. You can't miss it. The cast is outstanding. Super, super cast. The voices are amazing. It's funny. It's you're rooting for people. They've got a stupendous cast. There's a young lady, Shannon Gwynn. She's in 8th grade. She's got a voice that doesn't quit. She plays a nun. Samuel Kirby Berry, he is a disabled veteran. He does a great job. And, of course, we can't forget Patrick Stanley, who's been there all these years. He's absolutely fabulous. Woodlane Jean Louise, who played Dolores Van Cartier, the lead, she was great. I mean, everybody on the list brought something super, super special. It was absolutely
I
amazing.
love your reviews of the place over at the Civic Theater. So how you and your mom
really
both
good.
went? And
Oh, yeah.
So between the two of you, you have 4 thumbs? How many thumbs
Oh,
up?
yeah, 4 thumbs. Everybody was there. All the seats were filled. Nobody left at intermission, and it's absolutely fabulous. It goes through June the 12th, and this is something you don't want to miss. And the sets and what they and the orchestra was on the second level of the set, and there was a real grand piano up there, and they were playing the whole time. It's absolutely amazing. Got to give kudos to the orchestra as well. They just always do a fabulous job.
Wow.
Philip King is the music director, and kudos to David Norman. He's been in our community a long time.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. A law enforcement official says a professor at UCLA was gunned down in an office on campus yesterday. The shooter, who took his own life, has not been identified. Areas near Houston are underwater, and forecasters say more rain is coming to Texas. That could keep the Brazos River over its banks into the weekend.
Devastated, real devastated. We've never seen anything this bad. I've 20 years down here and never seen it this bad.
Cody Welch from the community of Thompson's near the Brazos. At least 6 deaths in Texas blamed on that flooding. Some who fled a massive wildfire in the Canadian city of Fort McMurray beginning to return to their homes.
This will be the work of years, not weeks.
Alberta Premier Rachel Notley says residents should bring 2 weeks' worth of food, water, and medicine as crews are working to restore basic services. Fox News, we report, you decide.
This is the sound of a brand new outdoor grill being hurled off a 20-story building. Now a stylish glass coffee table. An electric guitar. These are the things you could enjoy, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Visit EnergySavers.gov and get tips on how to save energy and money. Then do things like switch to Energy Star light bulbs or Energy Star appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. So this doesn't happen to the recliner you've had your eye on, or this to the treadmill on your wish list, or this to the shiny new bike your kid's been asking for. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Andersen of Central Florida leads the way in quality and installs the name brand homeowners trust. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus no money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyandersen.com. That's renewalbyandersen.com. Offer ends July 31st. License CGC 1523333.
Next time you're thinking about beating the train, think again. It takes a typical freight train traveling 50 miles an hour, 1.5 miles to stop. That's nearly 18 football fields. Don't try to beat the train. Florida's roads can be highways or dieways. The choice is yours. A message from Operation Lifesaver.
This message also brought to you by your friends here at WOCA News Talk 1370.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us number 1. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
WOCA. AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3
1370 WOCA.
I forgot there was one more. All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Let's take a quick look at the weather. 70 degrees right now. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. The next few days are going to be nice. There's a possibility of rain this afternoon. I'm reading this fast so that I can tell you this. There's a tropical disturbance may form in the Gulf of Mexico next week.
Oh, gosh.
According to the Weather Channel. And although it's too early to determine whether it will develop further, the setup poses a threat of heavy rain and flooding for parts of Florida. That is the first sentence in the news story. For now, it is, as is typical in the early Atlantic hurricane season, strong west to northwest winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere, flowing atop near surface easterly winds, known to meteorologists as wind shear, are combining with dry air to inhibit any tropical development in the western Caribbean Sea. But by the weekend, a broad trough of surface low pressure formed from a surge of faster trade winds in the eastern Caribbean will pile into slower trade winds to the west and may give rise to some areas of locally heavy rain near the Yucatan Channel, possibly including Cancun and Cozumel, Mexico. Anyway, long story short, if it forms in the Gulf of Mexico, guess what? It'll head east, and we're right in the line of fire. So, I guess they're just preparing us for next week. Sometime things may happen, and the governor and everybody in our government wants you to be prepared. If they tell you to evacuate, don't second guess them. Although I will.
Yeah, right.
but they want me to tell you not to. So I am telling you, don't second guess them. If they tell you to evacuate, evacuate. But if they tell me to evacuate, I'll probably come right here.
Yeah, or you can come to my place.
I may go home. Yeah, but I can't broadcast from your place.
No, but we'll come over here and we'll stay here.
We have done this. We have done this in the past. It's been years. How many years? This is 2016?
Yeah.
So it's been 2004.
2004, I think.
It was 2004.
Yeah. And there were like 4 of them back to back. It was something. 4
of them back to back in the state. 2 of them back to back right here in Marion County.
Exactly.
So, anyway, just kind of letting you know what the Weather Channel is saying. So while it's beautiful and nothing to worry about today specifically, even though those afternoon storms can still knock a tree limb over and give you some trouble. So.
Oh, certainly. They've already knocked my tree limbs over. So
and mine too. I've had at least one come down as well.
Yeah.
All right, let me take a phone call. Then I do have some news we can comment on. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Hey, Hugh.
See, it's always difficult for me to understand why they would have us evacuate when we're in the center part of the state and we're the area that the people on the coast are supposed to evacuate to. So it doesn't make any sense.
Were you here in 2004? Were you here in 2004, Hugh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I don't think they asked us to evacuate, but it was the only time I've ever really been in a hurricane, and I could see why they might want you to get out of town. I mean, just for your own safety, you know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, you probably get on 75, and then that's nothing but a parking lot at that point. You're going to be sitting in your car.
Well,
it'd be more dangerous.
There's no penalty if you don't leave.
Yeah.
You know, not by the law enforcement, but it's a when they tell you to leave and they say leave if we tell you to leave, they don't mean if you don't we're going to arrest you. It means conditions look pretty bad, so get out of town and take a vacation and come back, and hopefully your home will still be there.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that if you were to get in your car and leave your house alone, you might be asking for trouble with people coming in and maybe robbing you, and then you might be involved in traffic.
Well, that's the way a lot of people think,
Yeah,
it's true.
A lot of people think that. Yeah, but I think what I remember from 2004 here in Central Florida, and you're right, a lot of people from the coasts come inland, and we are inland, and we're at a higher level. We've got a little bit of more elevation here, I think, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were telling us at that time that if you lived in a modular or a mobile home, remember?
Yes, I do.
To go to the shelters, and the shelters were the high schools.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they were telling us to leave town, although I know a lot of people who went up to Georgia to get out of the way. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it kind of sounds like when they say evacuate to leave the state, not just to go to a shelter.
Well, I think, okay, if you're in Key West and they say evacuate, they mean go to Miami or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in the Keys, it's there's not a whole lot you can do if that thing gets covered with water for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that might not be a good idea, too. You go from the Keys to Miami where there's zillions and zillions of people, and they don't know where they're coming or going. I don't know. I think you're almost better off sitting tight and hunkering down, as they say.
Okay. Well, that's the way a lot of people think. Thank you, Hugh. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know we're in a different circumstance than the Keys, but don't forget that when the weather folks tell us these things, they are including Key West. I'm not Key West. I'm sorry, Cedar Key.
Right.
They are including the Barrier Islands to the east and to the west. They are included. So the warnings that we get apply to this whole swath, all the way from, I guess, Yankeetown, Cedar Key, down as far south as maybe, what else would it go down to? Crystal River, probably.
Right,
okay.
Exactly.
And then all the way east to, Daytona, Ormond, New Smyrna. And those are all barrier islands. And hey, Crystal River got flooded. I didn't.
Yeah.
I remember this very clearly. The cemetery there had the caskets floating up for a while. Remember that?
And Bird Island right here in Weirsdale back in the mid 60s when the hurricane came through. It was really, really bad. Civil Defense was out, and people that were living on Lake Weir, they were, the guys from Civil Defense came in to actually pull them out of there with their trucks because they couldn't go anywhere. It was so bad.
All right, let's look at some of these news stories. Brownies, cookies, soft drinks, all infused with marijuana go on sale legally today in Oregon.
There you go. That's where everybody's going to go this hurricane season. We're going to Oregon.
If you're 21 or older, the approval of edibles is the latest step in the state's rollout of its recreational marijuana program. Unlike other states, Oregon has legalized marijuana in incremental stages.
Good for them.
First, setting guidelines on legal use and production, then allowing licensed medical dispensaries to set a limited amount of pot products. Now customers in Oregon can purchase edible products with under 15 milligrams of THC.
There you go. We're set.
In Ohio, Michael Madison, a suburban Cleveland man convicted of killing 3 women and wrapping them in garbage bags, will learn today whether or not he will be sentenced to death, which is the recommendation of the jury, by the way.
Well, I hope so.
Madison was convicted of aggravated murder and kidnapping in the killing of 38-year-old Angela Deskins, 28-year-old Shatisha Sheely, and 18-year-old Shirelda Terry, whose bodies were found near the apartment building where he lived. Madison's attorneys argued that he shouldn't get a death sentence because of psychological damage caused by child abuse.
Oh, jeez. Of course. Those defense attorneys, they just want to make their money.
The next story, the payday loan industry could be in for a major overhaul after the Consumer Federal Protection Bureau proposes a new rule today requiring the lenders to make sure borrowers would actually be able to pay off their debt. A 2014 Consumer Federal Protection Bureau study found that roughly 62% of payday loans that can carry annual interest rates of up to 390% go to borrowers who can't pay down their debt and end up owing more than they initially borrowed. Industry representatives argue the rule would drive borrowers to pawn shops and even more costly lenders.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, gosh, the working people are paying for all of the elected officials for their gas and their food and their clothing and their airplane flights, everything. What else is the working person supposed to do?
New York City has released a list of 31 genders.
Oh, okay. This is ice cream flavors or what? 31 genders.
31 genders. Mayor Bill de Blasio's office last week released a list of 31 genders approved by the New York City Commission on Human Rights.
Mm-hmm.
The list is a guide for businesses, which can now be fined as much as $250,000 if establishments refuse to address someone by their preferred pronoun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
$250,000 if you don't call me a he.
Unless you're wearing a skirt. If you're wearing a skirt, can they legally call you a she? Or what happens if a guy walks in with a kilt?
What was that guy's name in MASH? Klinger? What was his name? The guy who wore the dress.
Oh, Klinger, yeah.
Klinger,
Corporal Klinger.
So he would. Can you imagine you dress up as Klinger? You go to the mall and somebody says, "Excuse me, ma'am," and then you say, "Hello, $250,000."
That's right, exactly. Here I go. What can I wear now?
Here's
some cash.
Here's a quote. In New York City, it's illegal to discriminate on the basis of gender identity and gender expression in the workplace, in public spaces, and in housing. The New York City Commission on Human Rights is committed to ensuring that transgender and gender nonconforming New Yorkers are treated with dignity and respect and without threat of discrimination or harassment. So, they have released the list of 31 genders. Do I have all 31 here?
I can't begin to imagine what 31 are. I'm just, it's
to
boggling my mind here.
The 31 genders list includes, let's see if I have 30. No, I don't have 31.
Okay.
Drag king.
Okay.
Drag king is one of them. Drag queen is another one.
We got a comment.
Butch. Butch is a third one.
Butch.
Femme queen is the fourth one. Gender fluid. Tom. Gender fluid.
What is that?
Put that camera on Tom's face. There's a face for you.
Yeah.
Gender blender. Gender blender.
Oh,
Number 6.
You can't decide.
Gender gifted. Now that's me. That's me, Tom. I know you want to say something. Let me put that.
Well, you guys are manly men, of course. I am gender gifted.
Tom, I'm taking gender gifted. That's going to be mine. Gender bender.
Oh.
I am not kidding.
There's so many jokes there with gender bender.
Let me find a whole list. List of 31 genders.
When did genders become a Baskin Robbins?
I think I have the list.
When did genders become a Baskin Robbins? Is that wrong of me to ask?
No, I think that's very.
Do I have a whole list?
Do we have to build 31 bathrooms
All right,
now?
You ready for the? Let's see. Somebody do the counting for me. Bi-gendered, cross-dresser, drag king, drag queen, femme queen, female to male. Well, that might be you, Roman. You might be female to male.
That's right.
FTM. I don't know if that something is female to male or not, but it's listed as a separate one. Gender bender, gender queen, male to female. That's 10, right?
Yes.
M to F, which sounds like male to female, but it's listed as a separate one. Non-op.
What the heck is that?
They didn't have an operation yet.
Oh.
HIJRA. Oh, Tom, we got to look that one up. HIJRA. Pangender.
What? So now you can be a Greek mythology character gender? Is that what that is?
Yeah, half horse. Transsexual / transsexual.
So Frankenfurter. So that's Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror. Okay, I got that.
Transsexual / transsexual. It's like the same thing on both sides of the. Oh, I see. Tran with one S sexual, and then tran with two S's sexual.
Oh. Well, he was a transsexual transvestite from Transylvania. So
I lost count. All right, trans person, woman is on the list.
Oh, well, there you go.
God.
Man is on the list.
Well, there you go.
Butch is on the list. Okay. I lost count. Two-spirit.
Okay, that's 20.
I'm a two-spirit.
That's 20.
Two-spirit, Tom. Trans, just plain trans.
So if you're named Butch, you get your own gender, just because your parents named you Butch.
Or Bubba.
Okay, good.
A gender.
A gender.
AGENDER. I'm a gender. Third sex. You could be a third sex person. Gender fluid. Non-binary transgender.
So now you're some sort of chemical thing. Okay, good.
Androgyne.
Wait, whoa, what? An andro what?
Androgyne.
Okay.
My favorite one, gender gifted. Sorry.
How many more left?
Gender blender. Are you keeping numbers?
Robin is.
Oh, is it? Femme person of transgender experience.
Okay.
Oh, I could try.
And androgynous. How many is that? Is that 31?
Okay, I got 30. I missed one along the way.
Well, maybe femme is one and person of transgender experience is the second one because I wasn't sure about that one.
Okay, so that's 31.
So there you go. There you go.
So here's my first thought. Taxpayer money was spent to come up with all of that.
but Tom, and Robin, the most important thing here is you get a $250,000 fine if you use the wrong pronoun.
Well, I'm going to New York.
Are there any other?
No, you don't get the fine.
No,
the city gets to collect the fine.
Oh, I can't collect.
You don't get the money. No, you don't get the money.
Really?
The person that says it wrong gets fined, and the city collects the money, just like a traffic ticket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it says here, New Yorkers may now, according to this, use the bathroom or locker room of their choice based on their gender identity.
When I didn't know that there was a pangender locker room. What is that? A horse stall? What is that?
You have to bring your flute to play because he played while
That's
he
funny.
was tromping around the woods there.
There's another part of this bill called the Courtesy 101 section, which cautions people against making assumptions about a transgender person's sexual orientation. Meaning, if a man walks into a woman's room and looks like a man, you can't make any assumptions that it is a man or it isn't a man. So
whoa, because maybe I drank spoiled milk this morning or something, and my brain's not functioning right. So if say you or I, Larry, with full beards,
I knew you couldn't stay away from this.
Hair,
hey, yes, I got the full beard.
Right, full beard. We walk in, we saddle up, we kick open the stall door. You hear the zipper come down, and you hear that volley that is falling gravity.
Exactly.
A woman can't say, hey, there's a dude in here using the bathroom, because you can't assume it's a dude.
No,
yeah, right.
can't.
You can't. Well, you can't.
Because in his mind, he's not.
It's called Courtesy 101.
And people wonder why I love living in small town, deep South America.
New York is where I'd rather be. Farm living, it's annoying to me, whatever the song
Now
says.
we know why Mr. Douglas moved to Hooterville. Now we know.
Oh, I love that line. All right, I know we went long. We'll take a break.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixed with some clouds today. A thunderstorm in the area during the afternoon. High of 89 to 94. Clear tonight, a low of 71 to 76. And tomorrow and Saturday are going to stay sunny to partly cloudy with an afternoon thunderstorm. Highs will range from 89 to 93 both days. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Need a mailbox rental but need more information? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. How does $10 a month sound with just a 3-month commitment? Remember Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Mention WOCA and the setup fee is waived. Personal Service Center will email or text notifications to you when your packages arrive. Even scan mail so you never actually have to pick it up. Now that's service. Personal Service Center, 789-6683. Located on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, Ocala. Look for the yellow signs.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 7 minutes before 8 o'clock. Sorry, we went so long on that last story.
Yeah.
That story didn't deserve that much time, but it was funny.
It was too funny.
I think I am gender gifted, though.
I bet you are.
Good morning. Thank you for your vote.
Good morning.
Vote of confidence. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for waiting, by the way.
Everybody's forgetting all about the bathrooms. You need a third bathroom. You got the men, the women, and in the middle you'll have the he, she, it.
That it will encompass
There you go.
Yeah, well,
I like
how about the other gender there? It.
The it one, yeah. There is another one that they didn't put in there.
Wasn't it a film or something? The It Girl or something?
Yeah, but she was a girl. Yeah, she was definitely a girl.
Anyway, I thought you get a kick out of that one.
That's funny, yeah. Thank you.
I did. Have a good day.
Thank you, Sonny. All right, let's do some other news here. Let's see. John McCain slams key veterans advocacy groups. I'm going to have to share this one with Joe later on. Most of the time, major political figures try to stay on the good side of the nation's leading veterans organizations, but Senator John McCain is comfortable going in a different direction.
Of course.
The senator appeared on his daughter's radio show last week, just a few days before Memorial Day. Her name is Megan, by the way. Megan McCain asked about the need for improvement in the VA system. The lawmaker, her dad, facing a tough re-election fight this year, didn't hold back. He said, "I blame some of the old veterans service organizations like the Veterans of Foreign Wars and the Disabled American Veterans and American Legion. They are against the choice card." Why would they be against the choice card? And Megan asks her dad, why are they against it? He says, they have been co-opted by that system. They have this symbiotic relationship with the VA bureaucracy. For them to say they are against a veteran having a choice, to me, is unconscionable. After expressing his disappointment with some of the nation's largest advocacy groups working on behalf of the veterans, the Republican senator added that veterans of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are best represented by the Concerned Veterans of America, CVA for short. For those unfamiliar with the group, it is a organization funded in part by the Koch brothers operation and has been an enthusiastic proponent of privatizing veterans' care. The website military.com reported last week on the senator's efforts to expand the so-called Veterans Choice Program, which the nation's largest veteran service organizations are skeptical of for an obvious reason. The goal is to steer vets to private health care providers.
Gosh.
Interesting story there.
Yeah. Should be no question. We should take care of our veterans.
Yeah.
Taxpayers take care of all the elected officials. Why can't we take care of the veterans first and the elected officials go on their own?
Here's an interesting story. Voice recognition software was recently used in the United States prison and was able to figure out a code word used by prisoners while they were on the phone.
Oh, my gosh.
According to New Scientist, which is a magazine and a website, all calls to and from prisons are recorded because some inmates conduct illegal business on the phones.
No kidding.
This has resulted in mountains of data, with humans having to listen to the recordings to detect anything illegal. Using software, however, from a company in London called Intelligent Voice, a jail in the Midwest was able to detect a phrase used over and over again on several calls. Three-way. That was the code word, three-way. Officials figured out that the term three-way was a directive by the inmate to patch someone else into the call, because inmates are only allowed to call certain numbers that have been pre-screened. Interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting, yeah.
The technology was able to single out the use of the phrase, which showed some inmates were breaking the rules and potentially the law, depending on what the conversations were about. So they figured it out. Now, if I was a human listening in on this, though,
yeah,
and I heard three-way, I think I might have figured it out.
Yeah,
I think I would have. I think I would have said, "Did you just hear that click? Did you just hear another voice start talking?
Yeah.
Did you hear the other person say, hold on?
Right.
Hold on, let me get him for you."
Exactly.
I don't know that one took technology.
Oh, gosh.
After Saturday's shooting death of Harambe the gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo, authorities have announced that they are investigating the parents of the child that fell into the enclosure.
You should.
According to the Cincinnati Enquirer, the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office issued a statement Tuesday saying that a police investigation has been launched to determine whether or not the boy's parents acted criminally.
She did. She didn't pay it. She didn't protect her child. She didn't watch her child.
In a related story, where's that piece I had from this lady? This is a former zookeeper who used to work directly with gorillas. Anyway, she posted an opinion piece on Facebook saying that gorillas, as big as they are, clearly could have killed that gorilla. Clearly could have and would have, although not intentionally, killed that boy.
Yeah.
So she felt like shooting the gorilla was the best thing to do.
Oh,
All right,
sure.
I would have spent more time on that, but we had more fun with the 31 flavors. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. In the fight for the White House today, Hillary Clinton delivering a policy address in California, which is expected to be aimed at Donald Trump.
In New Jersey, Clinton calling Trump reckless.
We see someone who is unqualified and unfit to be president of the United States.
Trump, meanwhile, continued to call Clinton crooked.
Hillary Clinton, who lies, she lies.
Bernie Sanders is vowing to take his fight for the Democratic nomination to the convention.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. A standoff underway in California. A gunman suspected of shooting and wounding 2 Northern California officers after a traffic stop turned violent. Now holed up in a house. Alameda County Sheriff Sergeant Ray Kelly.
He's already shown us that he's willing to stay for the long haul on this.
One officer's in critical condition, the other stable. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
It's a noble cause we are engaged in. Either freedom or slavery. This is an American army.
Before a campaign.
If we are to die.
Before a party.
Do not fire until you see the whites of their eye. Let us die.
A nation is born.
As a free people.
Bill O'Reilly presents Legends and Lies. The Patriots. Coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
The Republicans, the Democrats, 2 critical conventions, and only one network covers it all. Fair and balanced. Fox News Channel, starting July 18th, the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. Then, starting July 25th, the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The must-see political events are on Fox News Channel. We are America's election headquarters.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.